Kiryu! Huh?
Hmm?
Ryu. So, what'll it be?
A Kijin clan welcoming party, huh? I was told your captain would be meeting me here.
Captain? Well, that'd be me. And you see, while this is hello, it'll also be goodbye.
So that's Nishitani's command, huh? What, is he too busy to come see to things himself?
Even if that was his wish, we can't allow him to do that. That man's an Omi Alliance officer, you know. Taking you on be much too dangerous now. Ain't that right, Kazuma Kiryu?
The guy with that name is already dead.
All right then, we'll kill you till you stay dead. Hey, who the hell are you?
Tell me, how'd you know I'd be here?
We cast a pretty wide net around Osaka, you know. These Kijin clan boys, they came from a place down by the bay. So, that means Patriarch Nishitani's there too.
Now hold up. If that's the case, let's just take the car and get out of here.
Oh, come on now. Let's warm up with these bitches first!
You little... Who you calling a bitch?
Here we go. Ready for this. This is first.
Be a good boy and die.
Time to put an end
Ain't we like a couple old buddies? Who'd have thought?
Was this a good idea? Roughing up Kijin clan members for all to see? It's not a good look for you.
Well, that's why I got this mask. And besides, once we crush Patriarch Nishitani, no one can say shit about us. We just gotta...
What does Sir...
The Cap said today...
Right.
Huh, I'm ready to roll. Wasn't sure if you knew Kiryu-san, but Patriarch Nishitani, he came up in the Jingan Mafia.
He did.
You remember them? Korean gang that tangled with the Tojo for years, and lost. He's one of their few survivors after they were gone for good. The other members all split off, and Nishitani covered up his past, started fresh in the Yakuza as a Japanese. He worked his way up, left a trail of blood behind him too. Tough, mean motherfucker. Once he was high enough on the ladder, he finally told everyone the truth. By that point, nobody in the Omi had the balls to say shit about it. Sure as hell not to the Kijin clan patriarch's face. Don't matter where you're from. The top Yakuza only gets there by being the toughest swinging dick around.
Why tell me this?
Ain't you have your own part in putting the Jingon in the ground? Nishitani learned you were the Dragon of Dojima, and now he's a dog with a bone. He could murder you 100 times over and still hold a grudge. Bet there's plenty more just like him, aren't there?
Then I'll die as many times as I have to.
Also, you can protect those scamps back in Okinawa, huh?
They've got nothing to do with you. Leave them out of this.
My bad. Guess we're not as good of buddies as I thought. The Kijin clan's hideout is in the back of the warehouse. Used to be managed by an Omi Alliance front.
So you've been here before, then? If you've got a plan, spit it out already.
Neither of us like the runaround, do we? Well, Patriarch Nishitani's office is up there on the top floor. So the plan is we bust in the front, smack down any fools in our way, then beat the Patriarch to an inch of his life. Now we'll wing the rest.
Not a bad plan. But are you sure you want to do this? Wasn't Nishitani the model Kansai Yakuza in your eyes?
Gotta go above and beyond the ones you look up to. That's real maturity. Can't stay a starry-eyed kid forever.
If we weren't about to get our hands dirty, that'd almost sound poetic.
What took you so long, Kiryu? can't remember the last time someone fucked me this hard. This time, I'm going right for the jugular.
Better make this worth our while, Kijin clan. Ain't that right, Joryu?
Yeah, let's do this. How about this? Time to put an end to this. Show me. This rain down.
You boys got any idea where the fuck you are?
I'm gonna put you...
Here we go.
Trying to stop us with this shit? I got more where that came.
Well, you done okay for yourselves, but the fun stops now!
Time's up.
This is perfect.
Hey, assholes!
Thanks.
Goddamn. Brutal. Patriarch.
Shishiro! The building...
Watase family is so...
Tsuno!
Not the time.
Been waiting for you to...
Guess nothing gets by you.
What are you trying to... What do you guys get out of the Omi? Tearing itself apart.
What do we get? Well, Captain...
Whatever you wanted. It doesn't even... Show me your whole... I know it! Well, fuck.
Shishiro, he's my...
Got it.
And what about... I take it...
Does it really matter?
Huh?
I'm about to beat you. Nothing personal. Our last brawl left it back. You don't seem to think you lost, so nothing's been settled.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing I... So scream good! You hear me? Here we go.
Kiryu-san, we can get out this way.
All right. Give me a hand. Nishitani's coming with us.
The guy knows exactly who you are now. He ain't forgetting what you did to the Jingon. Just leave him there.
Shut up! Just help me!
God damn it. The fire escape's that way. Open the door! I got Nishitani!
All right. That'll do it.
What are you? But why?
Why keep Nishitani alive? Much easier for us if he's dead.
What about Suruno's words?
Just shut it! What's done is done!
Besides, Captain Suruno knows all about this.
He knew this? Suruno! You bastard! You were planning to kill Nishitani all along? Why? There was no need to go that far!
Afraid I disagree. He had to die. He wasn't worth sparing. Nishitani. He...
What?
A long while back, a young soldier ditched the family. He'd worked under me. The kid was a troublemaker. Former bike gang member, only 20 years old at the time. Leaving the family without permission is a major offense. And going too easy on him would have set a bad precedent. But he was still a kid. So I pretended to look for him, all the while planning to let it slide.
And then?
Nishitani said, he's gotta pay. Took it on himself to track the kid down. It wasn't even his family. He just heard about it from someone. Probably wanted to impress my boss. Everyone knew I planned to let it slide. By the time I heard the news and rushed over, his fingernails had been ripped out, his nose sliced off, belly covered in cuts and burns. Nishitani's trademark torture routine. Kid was beyond saving. Nishitani was gonna finish by burying him alive up in the mountains. And that's when I put him out of his misery with a bullet to the head. Kid didn't need to suffer no more.
The Patriarchs tormented me plenty. In the Kijin clan's Coliseum, the losers and weaklings got pulled out. Then the Patriarch gave him the full treatment the Cap just mentioned. You had to do whatever it took to survive. That's why I already regret what I just did. He got off too easy. Should have taken my time before sending him to hell.
I agreed the second I heard the boss wanted to disband the Yakuza. But not for the higher-ups' tortured reasoning. There are other reasons why the Yakuza need to die out. Be better if we disappeared, then give monsters like Nishitani a chance to have their way.
All this would have been more convincing if you hadn't just tricked me into being an accomplice to murder.
Could be. We're monsters who ought to disappear too. We may act like we're better than the rest, but our shit stinks just as bad.
Anyways, well done, boys. We destroyed the head of the Kijin clan. Now we wait for our boss to be released. Ain't that right?
Yeah, let's do this!
Joryu, I've just received word from Surano-san. Omare Nishitani III is dead, and the Kijin clan's base is burned down.
Surno was planning on killing him all along.
Yes. Eliminating Nishitani was necessary before the Omi Alliance's dissolution. No better way to guarantee his absence than death. You were the only one who didn't want that.
I wonder.
Disbanding the Omi Alliance and Tojo clan at the same time won't be bloodless. Killing Nishitani keeps it to a minimum.
Can't make an omelet without breaking an egg. That the idea? People in charge love that one.
I suppose so.
Remember that the Kijin clan are hitmen, practically the bosses of them. Nishitani had a lot of blood on his hands. If his death helps us, then so be it.
You think Watase and Daigo will feel the same way?
I'm sure they'll understand, at the very least. They sit above tens of thousands in their organizations. I imagine they had to make ruthless calculations on a daily basis. Would you impose some kind of penalty on Surano for his involvement in this? No, you wouldn't.
I just stopped by to report in that this part of the job's done. If you already heard it from Surano, I have nothing more to add.
At any rate, the biggest barrier to the Omi's dissolution is gone now. All that's left is to wait for Watase's release, then watch as the Yakuza become a thing of the past. Why don't you leave Sotenbori for a bit? You just need to be back the day before Watase gets out.
You're asking me to hole up at the temple?
Not immediately. Go ahead and tie up any loose ends first. You must be exhausted. I suggest you stay with Akame-san tonight.
Waste of time. Pain in the neck. Have a little rest. Let's go. Pain in the neck.
Would you mind returning to the temple for a bit?
Yeah, I've got nothing left to do.
I'm not surprised. You'll be leaving Osaka for a while then. Just sit tight until Watase is released.
The fuck? What do you mean we don't have as much booze as we thought? Ah, forget it. Just bring everything we got. I'll make it worth your while. And then some. No shit. Sorno Han. Been too long, man. Busy lately, I take it?
I've been, yeah. After tomorrow, I can finally relax.
Really? But the chairman's finally stepping down when Captain Watase gets back. We'll be celebrating that tomorrow, too. Ain't the Watase fan... But still, Patriarch Nishitani would have been the one cheering loudest for Captain Watase taking the reins. But now look where we are. Patriarch got iced in a goddamn raid, and nobody can find this Ryu guy who did it. You ask me.
We're all on the hunt for the asshole.
Oh, him. You.
What? I say something weird?
I guess in his way, he did take a liking to you, didn't he? Yeah, the Patriarch rode your ass like a prize pony. But, at least, boy, I bet he broke you real good. Mind and body both.
He was the model Kansai Yakuza. It was an honor, him taking a liking to me.
The boss must be bent out of shape over Nishitani, too. So put on a happy face when we meet him, all right?
Was already gonna. See ya.
Tell you what makes me bent out of shape is lying to fellow Omi.
Well, suck it up. You think my ass? He'll be the first one to blow one.
Honestly, I can't. Been a while.
What about Kiryu-san?
Still with the Daidoji.
Only one day left. It's finally upon us, Kiryu-san.
I'm meditating.
Very well.
It's all right.
The Daidoji once found the news of the Yakuza's dissolution unimportant. But the I wasn't. Governor Ryo Aoki has ousted Ogi Kubo-sensei and succeeded him as chair of the Citizens' Liberal Party. Politician by day. He's young, and he's after sweeping power. Of course, the Daidoji are none too pleased with that. But the dissolution of the Omi Alliance tomorrow would also be a big blow to Aoki.
So,
that means the job you're doing will be beneficial to the faction. And when you factor in the 50 billion in assets we received from the Watase family, you've done more for the Daidoji than anyone. And they called you a freeloader.
you know, it looks cheap to let money do all the talking.
You're also owed a debt of gratitude for saving my life.
What's with you? You're awful misty-eyed today.
Close communication between workers and management is fundamental to an organization's smooth operation.
Gotta write that one down.
On that note, once your work is finished, I think you ought to relax for a while. I'll start pestering my superiors to get you a reward of some kind.
A reward?
It must drive you crazy to be stuck in here. How about a vacation, all by yourself? It'd be a nice change of pace. Naturally, you'll avoid Okinawa and Kamurocho. But we'll try to accommodate anywhere else you'd like to go.
A vacation, huh?
I gather this isn't something you think about often. But give it a try. Is there anywhere you might like to visit?
Well, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Any particular reason?
Something Yumi said once. She wanted to get married there. It just came out one day while we were goofing around.
You mean Yumi Sawamura, I take it. Haruka Sawamura's mother. The love of your life.
Anala Hill Memorial Church. Yumi always talked about going there when she was working nights in the city. She'd grown up way out in the country, at an orphanage called Sunflower.
And this church? It's in Hawaii?
Before I die, I'd like to leave Japan. And bring this there. It's the only gift I've ever given her.
I had no idea you were such a romantic, Kiryu-san.
Hanawa?
Yes?
That's personal.
Right. Oh. Sorry to pry. Bad habit of mine.
We were never engaged. Back then, I just couldn't ever tell her how I felt. By the time I finally found the words, she was on her deathbed.
Kiryu-san.
Forget I said anything. Hawaii just popped into my head, that's all. Besides, we've got tomorrow to worry about first. Who knows what'll happen when a room full of Yakuza hear about the dissolution.
Your reward doesn't need to be Hawaii. It doesn't even need to be travel. Is there anything else that you want?
I'm the man who erased his life and his name. I don't want anything. Even if I did, you couldn't give it to me.
Truthfully, I do know what you want. But the one thing I can't do is let you see the kids in Okinawa.
Yeah, I know. here.
There you are.
You're here too, Cyrano?
Yeah, been waiting for you.
Sure has. Practically waltzed in like he owned the place and said he'd wait till you showed. Even though I told him I was working. Been a real pain in my ass.
Oh, fucking right already. Quit your yapping, will ya?
So what is it? What brought you here?
Don't worry, nothing major. Just thought I'd give you a rundown about tomorrow. Got some stuff to explain. Not here, though. We'll meet the boss tomorrow at a construction site on the edge of Sotembori. Gonna be fresh out of the joint. We'll slap a suit on him, then head to Omi Alliance HQ.
Does he know I'm coming?
Yeah, our lawyers filled him in. Told him all about you. Including that you were with us when we offed Nishitani.
You did, huh?
And about that.
So that's what you...
Don't get me wrong, but I tricked you. Then I told you, well, from after tomorrow, I'm gonna be an ex-Yakuza. Getting a bow from that kind of nobody, but still. I'm real god...
You and me, we've been told time and again that so you bow, but you don't. We'll carry the weight of the things we've done for the rest of our lives. That's not gonna change when the Omi and Tojo...
So I take it I don't have your forgiveness, son, huh?
Lift your head up already. You made your point.
No. It stays down until you say you forgive me.
Fine.
Really?
So?
No, I do have... Some intruders showed up at Omi HQ not too long ago. One of them used to be Tojo. Name's Ichiban Kasuga. You know him? Just got out of prison after 18 years.
I think I've heard of him. I was locked up at that time, too. But he was in a different prison. Any idea why he'd break into Omi HQ?
Kasuga used to work for Masumi Arakawa. Like a lost dog, he went right on back to Kamurocho after he got out. And that's when Arakawa shot him.
Shot him?
Remember, Arakawa was pretending to be a Tojo trader in front of the Omi Alliance. Had to shoot his own former loyal in cold blood just to keep up the act. If he didn't, some other Omi probably would have killed the guy anyway. But Arakawa hit him, so he just barely survived. Shot him to save him, more or less.
Hell of a stunt.
Then Kasuga found out about Arakawa's true intentions. The dissolution plan. Everything. So once he got the call from his precious Papa Arakawa-san, he came running over to Osaka. He'll be on our side at the announcement tomorrow.
Will he make for good muscle?
Here he went toe-to-toe with Goro Majima and Taiga Saejima. Of course, Kasuga had a handful of buddies with him.
You weren't kidding about the good news.
No one knows what'll happen once the cat's out of the bag. Not many guys around we can trust, you know. But Patriarch Watase and the Tojo clan's 6th chairman are ready for every Omi in that room to see this as a declaration of war. Our job's to protect the two of them and see the dissolution through.
Understood. If they're in a tight spot, I'll step in. That 50 billion included a bodyguard fee, didn't it?
We're much obliged. Take your time and rest up for tomorrow, Kiryu-san.
Kiryu. So, what'll it be?
Been waiting for you. The boss in a different doesn't.
Yeah.
I bet us. What gives she? Those decks ain't you, maybe. And you'd of course.
Welcome back, Bob.
Thanks.
Thank you for all you've done.
They haven't changed a bit. Welcome back.
Cyrano. Shishido. See, you brought a drink.
Sure wasn't. The Daidoji...
Thanks for coming. Guess I'm not...
You're already talking. Man, I knew.
Ah! None of it ever made it. The Dragon of Do...
Fooled everyone but you.
Only 1 year... Anyway, forget all that. We gotta... This is the day the Yakuza end.
Yeah. Making a big move. You and Daigo both.
We didn't choose this. The times forced us to. Politicians, cops, they treat us like we ain't even people. Then justify it with one bull. Only future we got as Yakuza is as lapdogs or underground thugs.
Seems that way.
But we can still make ourselves a third option. We dissolve the groups and get as many of the Yakuza. The longer we wait, and more Yakuza will fall by the wayside.
Truthfully, I can't say if that's the right choice. I'm hardly qualified to. But either way, you're putting your lives on the line to... That's reason enough for me to help.
Look, I realize you got Daijoji breathing down your neck. But putting two giants like Omi and Tojo, counting on you, Kiryu-on.
Boss, do you have the letter of dissolution?
Huh?
This is a historic moment. How about I get you in a badass pose, holding the paperwork?
Hey, quit screwing around.
Oh, come on. Everybody's snapping pics these days. Right, Kiryu-san?
Whoa, knock it off. The fuck's wrong with you?
The captain of the Omi Alliance, conspiring with the supposedly dead former 4th chairman of the Tojo clan. Plotting to betray his family and disband the Omi? He's got the
I get it. You're against all this.
Shishido.
Omi, new or old, see this video right here? Rank be damned, they'll kill you. On top of that, they'll see it was me who exposed you. I'll be the goddamn hero.
What are you saying?
To start, I'll be taking over the Watase family. Already had the groundwork laid. What? All of you? So the Patriarch and the Captain weren't with us. No shit that'd have everyone turned on you. You were so busy licking Watase's boots, you forgot about everyone else under you. Just means you didn't have the damn balls.
And you think you're any different?
I know my place in the world. I'll take it step by step. Patriarch will be the first for me. Then it'll be the top of the Omi Alliance.
That's some pretty big talk there.
I wasn't raised that great, you know. When I could take my shot, I make sure I put my life on it. 2 long years. I've been waiting for this. To expose the Omi Alliance's greatest threat. You backstabbing rat fucks!
So you were against us all this fucking time?
Asshole. You two turned on us first. Turn your back on us!
Hey! I'm back! You all missed me, right?
Nishitani.
Kazuma Kiryu and Masaru Watase. You're both dead as fuck. You wrinkly-ass traitors!
What? How? Patriarch Nishitani, you're supposed to be... I'm the one who killed him. Remember? Kiryu-san was there, but I had my back to him. He couldn't see a thing. So I just pretended to stab him with a little toy that spurts blood. Had a rescue team nearby and everything. All went according to plan. Well made, unlike yours.
But why, Shishido? Don't you hate Nishitani too? How could you?
You're not wrong. Patriarch Nishitani's had me under his thumb forever. It's been a living hell for years on end. And you're the one who saved my ass, Captain.
So this...
You know, I was a good-for-nothing little shit as a kid. But now, I strut around this fucking town, head high, out having those glitzy nights I always dreamed about. And once I knuckled up and stood on the winning side, I learned. There ain't nothing better than having the run of somebody. 'Cause you're stronger than them, and they're pissed scared of you. Damn you. A full belly, clothes on my back, women in my bed. Maybe you think all that was a gift from you. What? But you'd be fucking wrong. I'm the one who clawed my way up from nothing. You just gave me a little boost in the home stretch. God, getting ordered around by a smug asshole like you. So sure his shit don't stink. I can't count how many times I've wanted to strangle you. I don't know how I managed not to. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. Everything I got 'cause I fought and won and took it my own fucking self. And you're planning to do what again? Break up the group? Dissolve the Omi Alliance? Fuck out of here with that. You go Shishiro. But that's why, even with, you gotta show people a vision. But with the Kiji, after I saved Patriarch Nishi, how Kazuma Kiryu...
A shock, isn't that right? You recognize what I have. Powers all. I figured you. Who do you have to... And now you throw me to the... Sounds damn crazy.
No, I'm the one who...
Shut your fucking mouth! Taseyanaki here. You know how much... But you...
If you all don't want...
What was that about bootleg?
Damn right.
Let me be frank, Kiryu, out squaring off against the Watashi. Who'd have figured?
Yeah, me too. If you lost her...
Yeah, and that I ain't gone so...
Well, that gives me a... What about you?
Huh?
I get to fight with factors.
Perfect. Shishido, that you missed.
Yeah?
What do you think you'd have to stop? You think you have enough?
Now here, shoot another video. Show every...
Hell yeah!
Get rid of the new... Let's go!